Hello, my name is Graham Wilson and I'm the author of the Senior Executives Emergency Job Hunt, and this is an enlarged version of a blog entry I made a year ago. Is it still possible for a senior executive starting their job search to be in post before Christmas? Last year a prospective client spoke to me on November the 11th and asked whether it was possible for a senior executive starting more or less from scratch to be in their new position by Christmas. That was 42 days according to eBay. There are so many variables that it's impossible to say for sure, but a look at his CV was reassuring, the size of the network database that he'd already assembled anticipating redundancy was good, and his positive demeanour and well-presented appearance all bode well. I said at the time that he wasn't exactly starting from scratch, but I was fairly sure that it was going to be one of the easier job searches, provided that he put in some hard work and had some good luck. Well, firstly an update. His name was Adam, and he spoke to me just before Christmas to let me know that he'd accepted a 6-month contract to do some preparatory work for a firm that was looking at a restructuring. When that contract came to an end, he'd already been in position as the chief executive of one subsidiary, and he led it into effective independence a few weeks later. Had you asked me this time last year, I'd have said that the typical senior executive job hunt took about 3 months, from the individual getting serious to being in possession of a firm job offer. On the basis of the people that I've been speaking to over the last couple of months, I believe that this is extended. Today they're typically looking at between 3 and 6 months. Of course there are some that are much quicker, but there are also many who are proving it's much harder to find a senior executive role. There are lots of things to do, and I'd stick to my 3 points of last year. Your network needs to be strong and organised. Your experience needs to be well presented. And so do you. But I'd add a 4th point, that one about being serious. Strangely perhaps, I come across quite a few senior executives who assure me that they are, and yet their sluggish response to messages, the time it takes them to organise a meeting, and the lack of activity that I see them putting into networking suggests that they are not really doing so. So, if you're serious about finding a new job and yet struggle to make it happen, please give me a call on 07785 222 380. That's 07785 222 380. You've nothing to lose and a lot to gain. This podcast is based on the extra material that's included on my website www.executive-post.info. Remember, you can download a copy of the Senior Executives Emergency Job Hunt, my ebook, from the site as well. Good luck. Thank you.